So, welcome to today's coffee lecture on Cite Them Right. It's a pleasure to have you here. My name is Emmanuel Meyer from the Information Center, Chemistry, Biology, and Pharmacy at the ETH. It's, do you know how to cite correctly a book chapter or an ebook? Uh, are you concerned on avoiding plagiarism? And would you like to improve your references skills? If you can answer yes to one of these questions, then maybe this tool would be something for you. It's an online platform from Bloomsbury Publisher designed to advise students on how to reference correctly. Cite Them Right is based on this book from university librarians Richard Pierce and Graham Schiltz, and it provides guides for 8 major referencing styles used in science and humanities. Um, So referencing correctly and putting the right citation is at the center of academic integrity. If you Google prevention of plagiarism, ETH, you come to this very interesting and useful page, web page, how to cite correctly. There is a PDF from the ETH Zurich on citation guidelines, which you can download. There is a checklist how to cite correctly, and lots of very interesting information on plagiarism and referencing. For example, you can learn what is mosaic plagiarism and how you can avoid it. For example, by including an in-text reference and list the source in the bibliography. There is also this very useful graph roadmap. Um, if you want to know, do I have to cite this reference, yes or no? And it gives also the three concepts, introduces the concept of direct quotation, paraphrasing, and summarization. And you can read more on the web page. And if you want to learn more about this concept and on referencing in general, then you can access Cite Them Right, this tool from our webpage. It's a tool licensed by the ETH. It's free to use in the institutional network or when connected via VPN. So there is no registration needed. When you click on it, you come directly to the first page of Cite Them Right. First, we can have a look at the basics of referencing. You can click at the upper tab or on the image. And then you have small articles on a variety of topics like what is academic integrity, what is common knowledge. For example, to have to give a citation for DNA is an important molecule in the human body. Yes or no? So this is probably common knowledge. What about anecdotal or personal experience? Do I need to include this in a paper or not? And then you get small articles which you can read in a few minutes on all these topics. There is many different small articles on plagiarism. What is plagiarism? Why do some students plagiarize? And how can I avoid it? Some articles on similarity detection software. And then if you have a specific question on a term about referencing, like what is a secondary source, you can directly search it in the search bar, and this directs you directly to the article. So secondary source is how do I reference a source quoted in another author's work? And sometimes you get a video from these two authors. What's nice is that the video is also transcribed in a curated form, so you can also read what's been explained in the video. And there are actually quite a lot of videos available if you are more the auditive learner. There are 42 videos available on all these concepts and terms of referencing and citing. You can also go through tutorials um, which lead you through the world of referencing. And there is a self-assessment, a list of 14 questions. Um, and you can do it as many times as you want to get the 100% and the certificate. Okay, now just a word on reference systems and styles. There are actually three major reference systems. The author date, so-called the parenthetical referencing, or Harvard style. Um, it's often used in social sciences, and the styles are the Harvard, the APA, that's the American Psychology Association, and MLA. You might have encountered this style. For example, you would have in an article, this article explains in bracket, and you have then the author followed by the publication date in bracket. So that's the author date reference system. Often in natural sciences, you have the numerical system. For example, the Vancouver style uses this system. And there in a paragraph, you have as a citation just a number as a subscript or in brackets. And all the references are then listed at the end of the article, at the end of the text. For example, this article explains, you have the subscript, and at the end, the full reference. And then there is a third reference system, which is used in humanities a lot, not anymore in chemistry. It's the footnote system used, for example, in the Chicago notes and bibliography style. And there you have a superscript number which correspond to a footnote. And in the footnote, you have just a very short detail, maybe the author, the page, and the year, and the full detail is given in the bibliography. So Cite Them Right, this tool covers 8 major reference style, like the Harvard, the Vancouver style, but there are, of course, many, many more styles. And for that, you would need reference management systems like EndNote or Zotero to know exactly what you need, or you go to the webpage of a scientific journal like the Angewandte Chemie, and you read under the author guideline how you have to format the references. In this case, for this journal, there is no submission requirement for formatting references, fortunately, but it's important to use a consistent reference style throughout the manuscript. And you have to include, of course, the author name, the journal title, the year of publication, etc. And here they made a few examples using the Chicago reference style, which is also covered by the tool Cite Them Right. So let's look at one of this reference style, for example, the Harvard style. So it's in the menu at the top. And here, this is the beauty of this tool, that you can look at books, journals, how to cite a web page on the internet, media and art, how to cite a legal document, etc. For digital and internet, if you ask yourself, how do I cite a website or web page? Well, there are different possibilities. For example, if the web page has no date, then you need to adapt the formatting style. And Cite Them Right gives you exactly the reference how to do it. And then you can also uh, try with your web page and paste it here. It will format it for you and then copy it and use it for your report. So let's look at another style, the Vancouver style, which is the numeric style with a superscript. Here, let's look, for example, at books and how to cite or reference a multi-volume works like a pharmacopoeia. And in this case, well, you have the example of a whole publication. You can cite the British Pharmacopoeia 2024. And this is how it is correctly formatted. And then you can paste here and adapt to your specific example. Or if you want to reference a specific volume, then it's this way, how in the Vancouver style. So that's actually all I wanted to tell you for today. I'd like to thank you for your attention. This is the last coffee lecture of this the summer, and we meet again in fall. So thanks a lot for being here, and I'm happy to answer any questions.